Yeah. Hopefully that'll fix it. I don't know if the fiber. I don't know if this is a like a network connectivity, so fiber stability will help. I don't know if this might just be OBS kind of having a problem with my stream key. So we'll see. I think fiber should solve it, but we'll see. Spilled water everywhere. So what the hell was I doing? I just used the 4 to get a key, but I need so many fucking keys. I need, I think 9 keys. Yeah, 3 here, 3 here. Or oh wait, are these all at each of it needs to be done fast? So I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna use this. Does this advance all 3 of them? Yeah. Okay, I just need 3. I don't need all 3. I don't need 9. Okay, now that's a lot more doable. That's a lot more doable. But I actually wanted to go on the other side of here. Because I wanted to see here. What do I need? I need a Greenway cipher. And where the fuck would I get a Greenway cipher from? That's the question. There's no other points around here. So what are our main goals that we're trying to accomplish? There's a lot of them today. Build a home, we need scrap for that. Crack Conway, we need a weight for that. Deal with the killer. That was what we were just doing up top. Disable your tracker, this is Fang. Enter the Greenway, unlock the Greenway gate. This is what I was just looking at. Find Ashton. Nikita wants you to help locate the crew member who betrayed her, Ashton Cade. I believe this is here or here. I think this is Ashton Cade is here. Yeah, right here. So we can do that. So this is a danger, but a +1 and a risky and a +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8. Ash and Peak need help gathering supplies for the refugee flotilla quarantined past the wastes. Will you help them? Bring rushrooms to the Briar. The Briar. Is this the Briar? Yeah. But this is DLC content, I believe. Get to know Emphis. Eat the Emphis stall. Bring Emphis your roll caps. So I think it's your to get cabs. I need to fucking explore this. Help them work. This is the babysitting. Improve the overlook. Maybe you think the game is over a bit over 9 hours? Yeah, I mean, if we go to beat. This is main. It said main story, right? Yeah, it's main story 7 hours. Main plus sides 10. Completion is 13. So we're probably looking at around a bit more than 10 hours. Improve the overlook. This is the distillery. Win a side rail ticket. This is working. We're continuing working. And work for Rabia. Rabia wants to be part of Yadigan. Can they help you? Okay, so what do I care the most about? I want to help Lem work. I really want to see our boy Emphis again. And a couple other things. But I think I need to explore this to get access to the other stuff. This is a danger, a +3, but we have no pluses. This is a 5, not a 6. So I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing this when I have a 6. We have our 5 slot. We know what our 5 slot is. There's no need to change. Our 5 slot is slowly but surely building the ship. That's our 5 slot. Because this is a +1, so any 5 becomes a 6, which gives us a 100% chance of the most positive outcome possible, which gives us like progression towards side rail horizon, which is this workers. It's pretty much a ship off the rim world. I'm guessing it's one of the endings, maybe. So progression towards this, and because it's a +1, any 6, any 5 that we put in there automatically becomes a 6. Come back later. He'll come back. We don't care about this. We don't care. This I don't know much about. Is there anything happening over here? Oh no, that's my place. That's my potential place. I can use my low stuff over there. I can do some work for Rabia. I don't really want to do work for Rabia. Let's figure out what's happening over here. I could get. Let's just keep on. Let's just pump these 2 4s in here. Come on, give me a positive. Like at least halfway. Let's go. Okay, we're halfway. Let's reroll this 2. We got a 1. That's fine. Oh, farm stacks. What is this? Some farms work from the old station. Okay, there's a load of food here. Who should these farmers keep? Okay, so we can steal food. Farming collective who controls the stacks don't like to sell their food piecemeal, but for the right price they'll let it go. This is farm stacks. But I need mushrooms. I don't remember where the mushrooms are. I mean, it has to be over there, right? I'm going to do some babysitting. 50-50, give me a neutral, please. I mean, it's still safe. I still get progress. I mean, this thing is nice. It's a nice way to pass the time. And cycle. We've been through a lot of characters. I don't know if there's going to be much more new voices. I mean, there probably is going to be. I might need help remembering all the voices. Okay, 2 5s. No 6s though. Today I'm going to use these 5s on the other side. I'm going to fully finish the this. I'm going to use. It's a double. I don't need to use a 5. It's a neutral. I'm going to secure the full. Secure the full. Mushroom grows. There we go. The AV area. Okay, we got stuff to do. What is my new drive? Grow mushrooms. The aviary would be a perfect place to grow mushrooms with some work, that is. I just want to grow spores. 2 Girol. I need Girol caps. Danger. That's fine. I need 3 of them. Positive. Okay, 2 positive. We're doing good. We are doing good. I reroll. Oh, there's nothing to reroll. We're slowly and surely. I'm out of ideas anyway, Elmeo. I mean, I still got 1 in my pocket. 1 in the chamber. We're not going to worry too much about this. We don't mind losing 1 dice. When we start to get, like, potentially under 3, that's when it starts to become really bad, I think. Yeah, I'm starving. I'm gonna get another mushroom. Get another mushroom, and I'm gonna go back to see our man Emphis. Nice. Where's this? Clear overgrowth. Emphis. Yeah, take some caps. And I gotta wait. Oh, he's prepping. I should have eaten before. Fuck me, that sucks. I'm gonna do some babysitting. It's gonna give me some energy again. This should if I get a neutral. Nice. Give me some more energy, please. Nice. She's asleep, whispers Lem. creeping back out of the unit's tiny bedroom, sliding the door shut as he does. You are perched at a thin bar in the main room. The slate in front of you still glowing with Mina and your drawings from a cycle spent together. There's a ring, the only world Mina has known, with a stick figure standing along its edge. The tall one is you. Drink, asked Lem, producing a worn-looking bottle of Jarol from under the bar, its contents glowing amber in the fluorescent light. Sure. Lem nods and glugs a few fingers into a couple of metal tumblers, then sits down with you at the bars. Cheers. He offers, and you clink the metal containers together. You know, we actually have something to celebrate this time around. Lem gives you a sideways look. I made the assembly team on the side rail. He grins broadly. Clearly he has been desperate to tell you all cycle. Amazing! Lem holds up his drink. Couldn't have done it without you, keeping an eye on little meanie back there. Lem shifts a little on his stool. He looks uncomfortable. How's our girl doing, Sleeper? I haven't seen much of her these past cycles. She misses her father. Lem looks away. Yeah. The silence stretches out as Lem takes a drink, his eyes fixed on the bedroom door. You okay? I can't take all the credit for Mina. She isn't actually mine. He gazes into the middle distance. I pulled her off a refuge shuttle out by one of the Emperor's moons. The colony was falling apart for decades, after Solheim collapsed, surviving on next to nothing. Eventually, some of the residents tried to make for the eye on these decrepit old shuttles. He sloshes the drink around in his tumbler. They had no idea what they were doing. The one Mina was on decompressed halfway here. Everyone spaced. The only reason she made it was someone sealed her in a weapon locker. She was ice cold when I reached her purple lips. He shivers. Maybe a good time to shower, Lem. Are you looking at his art? He's always like that. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let go. The medics I gotta roll my R's. Once I picked her up, I wouldn't let her go. The medics treated her, with me still clinging to her. Takes a drink. Still, not sure why. He reaches over and refills his cup. We weren't exactly anybody's heroes, you understand? We were private military, hired in the Conway to protect their claims in the collapse. But once I got Mina, that was it. I quit. Got us dumped here. You saved her. I'm going to sound like an idiot now, but she saved me. That's the truth of it. He looks around the decaying unit, its stained plastic plating and flickering lights. Me? I brought her to this. She was tiny, too small to know what she lost. But I can't stop thinking about it. What if our number doesn't come up in the draw, Sleeper? What then? The sidereal will sail off without a thought, leaving us here. What kind of life is that for her? I can't. My tongue is revolting. You'll make it. Sorry. I know you don't have it any better. Looks at his cup and pushes it away down the bar. This is a celebration, right? Both of us on the team now, both of us in with a chance. Exactly. Imagine all three of us. Three. Fucking hell. 3 of us riding the sidereal horizon. That was a lot of ours. Out of here. Here. A new world. He looks into his glass for a moment. I think I drank this too fast. Lem stands and starts to clear the glasses into the auto wash. I need some sleep, friend. See you around. Alright then. He catches your shoulder as you turn to leave. Thank you, Sleeper. I mean it. From both of us. He pats your shoulder and you slip out into the darkness of the walkway with thoughts of Layla Mina in your mind. We've done it! Help a friend and have fun with Bun Bun. Bun Bun! Bun Bun. I don't care much about that. I could get +1 in engineering. Okay, +1s are kind of cracked. Yeah. I got a 3. So I'm gonna Bamf in here and unlock. Get another key. And to do that, I need to go into I mode. I need to go here. You take a 3, bypass, extract. Burp. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot there was 2. It's the killer.
Flames POV.
A glint, like a light traveling along the edge of a wave, fills your eyes. And the blade follows. A long head with 2 dead sockets slipping towards in the silence. You freeze, hoping it will pass you by, hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade hair misses. Nears. No, the blade hair nears. Glides past you. Almost. It nicks you. But I lose. You're desperate to cry out, to call out. Once you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. And the blade winks into the dark, and you're all alone again. Now you cry out. We have got 2 of them. Back in 1 hour, work to do. See you later. See ya. I don't know if I'm gonna get much people. Then let's go back down. Sleep time. Damn. 2 6s. What do I absolutely need to do? This will take some time. I mean, we got our 5. Let's not think too much. We know where our 5's going. This is our default. We got a 3 for the last key. I believe the last key is a 3 as well, so let's do that. So this was a good draw. The fucking interface +1 is so good, man, because using 5s and 6s for this would fucking suck. I stay here for the average viewer. Okay, we do that. We've killed killer, deal with killer, toggle tracking. Oh no, I just have to get the last one. And it's this one. Nope. This one. Yep. Branch access -1 encrypted key. You know, soon 6s are not even going to be that worth because I have +1 in pretty much everything. They're only useful for endure. Do I have to go for killer? Yeah. Catch a killer. Killer is dead. The killer protocol has been running for long enough, breaking the mainframe's final connection to end the protocol. Killer is dead. Catch a killer. The killer protocol can be isolated without being destroyed. A loop of connections would lock it in a closed system. But freeing navigator, in theory, forget hacking the system. Killer has to die. If you slice the branch connections, the mainframe will shut down, freeing navigator. Seems easier to kill a killer than to loop it. I'm gonna go back down. I'm gonna think about it. I got 6s, but I only need 5s there. +1s, both of them. Do I have anything over here that is dangerous? And endure dangerous? No. No. Endure safe. Endure safe. Why are all these endure safe? Yeah, let's one thing at a time. Let's take out killer while we can. I think I'm gonna do one kill because it's a lot less time. Like it's only 3. Killer is dead, yeah. And now we just need one more. Well, I'm not gonna waste my 6 on that. We don't need to waste 100% on that. What I can do is something else. And he was just here, I missed him. It's not like I needed stuff. Can I buy it? Oh, I can buy it. I'm gonna buy some scrap from them. Oh, there's an endure. I don't really need money, but I guess I could also use it on that. But I really didn't need one of those. For once I actually want scrap. Okay, I need some money. And it gives me energy. That's nice. Empty lot. I need 2 more. Does clearing out the debris over there give me scrap? I'm gonna check. Now this chamber's a mess of overgrowth. No, it's plants. Fucking plants, mate. Okay. Soon we're gonna need to do some, yeah, we're gonna need to do this soon. Okay, well, we have a 5. You know where that goes. No questions asked. I need cryo. I need food. How much does this get me? Okay. 13 for 2. Not great, but it's okay. What does this do? It's safe. Work the farms. Crypto. No, it says cryo, but oh, I got Fang. I got Fong. Oh, I do have it over here. I forgot. What does this look like? Oh, I need Endure +1. Okay, well, I guess I gotta start working on that. I'll have +1 everything. I'm gonna reroll. Yeah, okay. That's better. I'm gonna need money. Let's see what Fang wants. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up, crouched among stacks of equipment. He is leaning over a terminal, bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Havenage is set against me. A couple of my old system pals managed to ship me some of my old gear. He gestures at the pile of blinking hardware. Nice kit. Fang does a mock bow. What are we looking at? One massive smoking gun. He raises his eyebrows. Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the wastes on his terminal, with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of the derelict rim is blotchy with bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? Fang shakes his head. There's hundreds of convoy machines out there, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Hardin has got a crew out there putting them together. They must have shipped them in piece by piece through the shipyard, ready for assembly out there. Why? They're planning something. No one needs hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones to run this kind of operation. Maybe Hardin masked this whole thing as an effort to clean up the wastes, but there's no way this is about pulling scrap off the eye. And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Havenage knows another corporation is setting up on the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The wastes are cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. I can try. No use. You need to enter the cloud, and there's no cloud to speak of. That's why I'm going to pay them a visit. How? You forget. Havenage comes in and out of their all cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me. But I need you on the outside to help disable security cameras and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but if I can get inside, I can open up nodes in their network and we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility, very deep down there, miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take more than a few cycles to work through it. But as long as you can keep them off my back, I know I can rip what we need out of there. Pulls a handful of Ripper worms from his pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system that they are tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did with the agents. Hack the nodes I pinged to locate the ports for the security system, then slot the worms in those systems and let them go to town. Points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here's the entryway. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. That'll fry their perimeter systems and get me past the first cordon. What I need from you is to keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, a server bank, you need to break in and slot a Ripper to disable it as soon as you can. I can't, and gives you a hard look. You miss a system, you wait too long, they're gonna find me, simple as that. I need you focused on this one, so I'm gonna let you fire that starting gun. I won't go until you slot that first worm. I'll leave a tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats the top of the screen. This sounds risky. Risky? This is audacious at least. Wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't. Fang gets up. It's all in place. You just need to make sure you just need to make your own preparations and then slot that worm. Just don't wait too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing, no matter what. Crouches to check behind to check at the terminal. We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing. Remember that. Hands up. Oh, and one last thing. If I get caught, or you can't reach me, or we run out of time, there's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I have managed to pull at this point. All that data, you slot that stuff straight into the relay I set up here. He points to a pile of servers and terminals, hooked into the dock with cablets as thick as your arm. I repurposed the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put in it. Anyone with a terminal, a slate, or a server on the eye will see it. That means Havenage, Yatagan, the hub, everyone. No matter what, Hardin isn't sneaking away this time. I got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile, turns back to the terminal. The nerve hit as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Hey, Lydia's back. What's up? Shit's going down. I don't know if you remember Lem and Mina from last time, but we managed to secure him a slot on the crew. Now he's working on the big ship, so potentially when I leave, he'll leave with me. That's nice. What the fuck was I doing otherwise? Okay, so that we're building slowly towards. Yeah, we gotta slot the first Ripper worm. Where is that? Fuck it, we're starting. As you slot the worm, a thread jumps up out of the facility. It unspools in front of you, releasing its dark like ink in the water. Sleeper. Fang's voice crackles through. Moving in. Nodes then ports. Slot the worms. Timer starts now. Stay safe. Okay, nodes. A 3 or a 2? I got a 2. Let's hack into this facility and get hard and fucked up. Works. We'll slowly but surely work towards this. Consecutus 2, consecutus 1, a 5 and a 3. I'm not gonna use my 5s on this though. I'm only gonna use the lower. Okay. So nothing for this loop. This I still need endure +1. This are both safe. Tracking Ashton. What is this then? Everything is scrap. The trick is finding. Oh, this is potentially for scrap. Okay. But if I want to find Ashton, I should be able to do it through this way. Yeah. Okay. How long do I have before Fang dies? Fang's progress. Okay, there's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we got loads of cycles. We got so much time. We're fine. We're so fine. By the way, Lydia, the two, well, not the two, the guy that I raided yesterday and one of his mods followed me. While... Oh yeah, I needed to make money. Fuck, I forgot about that. Shit. Oh, wait, we're fine. I forget, we're not at 100 anymore because we got a bunch of reductions on the price of things. I'm gonna hold it to here. We don't... No, we're gonna use it. I don't like only having 3. Nice. Grand cycle here. Yeah, 3 6s and 2 1s. I'm gonna use the 6s. Oh, Emphis! Let's go talk to Emphis. Emphis is preparing the Gerol caps. He has had to heavily adapt to this recipe. He has had to heavily adapt this recipe, he says. The smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish white bulb you have never seen before, and he is slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms and then places them in the wok there with the sliced bulb and the oil. They caramelize there in that well-worn crucible. He adds liquids, transparent and opaque, and then turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch. We have a moment, Sleeper. Do you have a story? Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something distant and melancholic. Seems like the story should match that feeling somehow, and maybe you will feel better for telling it. Your oldest memories. All your oldest memories. The streamer you read last night was really chill. I followed him too. Yeah, I saw. You start by explaining that when you are emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps it is an intentional part of the process, a way of keeping sleepers ignorant and malleable, or perhaps it is a side effect of the imperfect emulation. You admit that you don't really know. What you do know is that some memories survive, and that on occasion they come back to you like shadows passing overhead. You detail one recurring memory, which despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades as quickly as it arrives. You struggle to explain the feeling of being whole for a moment. That comes with this memory. And then how that wholeness slips away to leave you, feeling like you have forgotten something important, or just can't bring it to mind. Emphis nods throughout, cooking as he does with deft and skillful movements. You start to trail off when you realize you can't find the words to explain how the memories you do have feel like both yours and someone else's at the same time, and how that always fills you with a certain sadness. The sadness of remaining forever unknown, even to yourself. Emphis finishes cooking and meets your eye. I'm sorry, Sleeper, for your troubles. He puts the wok to one side. I appreciate you sharing with me. I hope it lightens you a little. He passes you a bowl and heaps the Gerols into it, their yellow color mixing into with a pale sauce and whirls and blooms. Eat. The dish is delicious. Filling. It warms you as you eat in a way you weren't even sure your body could be warmed. It is a small mercy, you think, that Essen Arp left you this pleasure. Many of the features of frames are there to simulate human experience. You know that much. Emulated minds cannot be rewired, so their need for embodied experiences must be met. This is why you breathe even when you do not need air. Without that stimulation, the sensation of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it, to produce energy from the raw material. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Your frame only needs raw power. So much is wasted. And yet, while you eat this food and feel that warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Memphis takes the bowl, the last of his cleaning. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. Our boy Memphis! What's good, fool? So I'm gonna use my 6s on fighting Ashton, I believe. And then I'm gonna reroll both of my 1s. That was efficient. The trail ahead extends deep into an overgrown section of the greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the wastes, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from its axis by rust or force, and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple. It is stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding. You're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. You roll the comm headset that Kita gave you in the palm. I'm gonna call her. You slip the headset into your ear and it fizzes with static. After a few moments you hear Ankita. Sleeper, have you located the target? A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure he's here? Yes. Copy. Hold it tight until I get to there. The static cuts out, the channel dead. You hold your position and watch the trail. Ahead the stars wheels with the motion of the eye, and your mind wanders. You try to imagine what this place looked like before the collapse. All ordered rows of crops, corporate pleasure gardens, glowing farm stacks. Now it is a wilderness. A strange, overgrown biosphere bordered by the void of space. You smile. Despite everything, it seems like an improvement. Sleeper. Kita's hiss brings you out of your reverie. He's in the collapsed stack. I think so. She gives you a look. You better be right. Well, there's no way I'm following that trail. If he's up there, he'll have eyes on that for sure. Let's keep it to the undergrowth. Work our way around. Who am I even doing this for? Nobody's even in chat. She heads off towards the central spine of the greenway, with you following close behind. It is slow going there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it is so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above. Ankita somehow seems to know where to go. Ankita works her way through dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It is exhausting, and you desperately want to rest. But Ankita shows no signs of letting up. Up ahead, there is a faint glow from your collapsed stack. Ankita leads you around the side to a broken tank. You both step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way to the slated tank. Ankita is setting a deliberate pace. Somewhere, water drips, and you swear you hear bird songs. Hanging plants catch the light, putting the place in a pale and sickly green. Ankita reaches the edge of the tank, where he meets the central drum, and holds up a hand for you to stop. You inch forward and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a cistern, with plants growing on all sides, and wet mossy islands at its base. It's beautiful. and for a moment you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. Oh, it's a sleeper. In a faint circle of light descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at an odd angle. They are surrounded by crates, and beside them, on one of the mossy islands, there is an object. A cylinder set on a tarp. It is connected to the sleeper's head. You flinch. Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint, trying to recognize them. They are twisted. Broken up. Wrong. You look away. Ankita doesn't look at you. She doesn't look at the sleeper. She fixes her eye on the object. That's Amvara's ship mind, she says, and you suddenly recognize the cylinder. Wait. You turn to Ankita to speak, but she's already gone. She drops off the edge of the tank and lands on one of the mossy islands, her armor letting out a hiss as it absorbs the impact. The shot hits her shoulder piece, the ceramic armor cracking but holding as she braces into the impact. Then she launches herself towards the now activated armor, launching her across the drum. Another shot goes wide before she reaches the cover of the crates beside the sleeper. Shit! You hear the shout from one of the tanks high on the far wall. Ankita reaches over and wraps a hand around the thick connection between the ship mine and the sleeper. What is she doing? You better come down here, or I'll rip this right out of their head, she screams at the wall of tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. What are they doing to him? I'm gonna stay silent. There's a long pause. All you can hear is the dripping of the water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out. Ooh. That looks cool. Need a voice. Oh, I just cracked every single bone in my back. Oof. What do you mean I'm not gonna like it? What is it? I'm afraid it'll be slightly racist. Just put it in chat. I'll make an executive decision. Again, our Ankita's already Japanese. Somewhat. I don't know if you heard it. I don't know if I can do two Japanese people talking to each other. Actually, probably easier because then I don't have to switch on the fly. But she's the one that I was just talking as right now, Ankita. She's the one that is here. She's Japanese, or she has Japanese voice. At least I tried to give her a Japanese voice. I don't know if I did a good job at it. I just added at the end of every word. Yeah, she's Japanese. At least that was the idea, yeah. I still need a voice for Ashton, that means. I'll have to let the moment you explicitly say she's Japanese. Okay. I'm pretty sure when we were discussing her voice, I don't remember who gave that one to me. Back in the very first day, it was Japanese. I think because it came from Asian. L from Death Note. L from Death Note, the English Death Note. I'm on was confused. I was like, what are these suggestions on YouTube? But I was on the wrong account. English voice. I mean, I don't know. I would have to fucking sit up on my chair like I was Al. I don't think I can physically do that though. I don't know if I can physically try to beat. No, my chair's too small. I can't. I literally can't physically do it. I literally physically cannot sit like he does. Okay. I'm coming down, Akira. Don't do anything stupid, for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallow water, rifle raised above his head. Drop your gun, Akira shouts. He throws it down onto the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, blocking your presence. What are you up to here, Ashton? You sicko? She stands, keeping her sidearm trained on his head. You ripped my shipment. For what? Some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches with shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on the connecting bundles of wires that Ankita still has hold of. Steady, Ankita. It isn't like that. I need the ship mind. You have to understand. They would have died without it. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit why you ripped from my ship mind and crumpled my ship. I should have put you down right now. She tightens her grip on the connection. Typical of you, Ankita. No curiosity. That's why I never asked for it, for your help. You only look after yourself. That sleeper up there. They're just bait, right? Draw me out? Ankita sucks her breath in. Are you trying to give me more reasons to shoot you? I love them, Ankita. I love them, and they were going to die. I knew you would never understand that. He starts closing the gap between himself and Ankita now, slowly, inching forward. Don't do that, Ashton. Don't do that. Let the warriors go, Ankita. Let us go. Don't get out of my way. Please. I can't let you take it, Ashton. You stole it from me. You were left me for dead. You think I'm going to trust you? After all that? I need it, Ankita. I need them to survive. Ashton is in reach of the sleeper now, of Ankita. I'm going to take them to now, Ankita. I'm going to take the ship mine and go. Ankita loosens her grip on the connections a little. Her hand is shaking now. Stop, Ashton. Stop. Seeing her drop her guard, he makes his move. A blur of movement, a struggle, a shot, another. You recoil back behind the edge as they ricochet around the inside of the drum, the sound deafening you. When you crawl back to the edge, Ashton is bleeding into the water, the red and the green. Ankita is standing at the center of the drum, a severed connection in her hand. The water drips endlessly. Drip after drip after drip. Damn, she killed both of them. Both the sleeper and Ashton. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There's no sign of life, of humanity. They are just another broken object among other broken objects. While all around, living things grow and thrive. Damn. So I'm guessing this happened because one, I chose to call Ankita not to go alone, and two, I chose not to interfere. I didn't say stop. I let her keep on doing what she was doing. Ankita finally looks back up at you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, But you're already gone. Damn. I'm already gone. What do we need? 2 and a 4 and... or a 5 and a 3. Perfect, the 4. Neutral output, and then we put the Ripper. Oh wait, no, I gotta get the other one before I put the Ripper in. I need a 5 or a 3. I'm not gonna use this 5. So there's no way. What is this commune? I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do here. This isn't built towards anything. No. Grove spores. Farm stacks. This is for food. Go back. And pop that 5. Now let's sleep. This guy's gonna come here. I'm kind of scared. We're gonna run into him next round. Two 6s and a 5. There he is. You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. Walk away. Ethan follows along and you notice he's limping. Come on, sleeper. Just a little bit of joke. I know you have a sense of humor. You look at him. He's paler than usual, hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? Well? Colleague? He smiles weakly. This is big. Really big stuff about you. Seems more jittery than usual. On edge. You remember now how SN Ob canceled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect. I remember. Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed, maybe. I lost everything. Let's not worry about that. Smiles sarcastically. And so what did you think? That was it? I was just glad to be done with you. Oh, the feeling was mutual. Except... Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old SNOB gave the bounty to someone else? Someone who is never more of a shithead than yours truly. Who is even more of a shithead. What a disaster that would be. You're bluffing. Sure. You could think that. Then you wake up, or not, with a bullet in your head one of these cycles. And if you could think, which you won't be able to because of the bullet, you'd be thinking, oh, I'd wish I'd listened to Ethan. Ethan fishes around in his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to colleagues, some friends you see, some colleagues, about what went down. And it turns out SNOB cancelled all their bounty contracts, the whole lot. It seems they brought someone in-house. Some guy who did so well on their last contract that he got offered a job. Apparently, he made a hit on this ship called the Winter Wonderland, or something. He was smuggling sleepers out from under SNR's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. They called him Hemwick, or Maywick or something. I forget. You mean Winter Light? That's it. So you do know about all this. Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Well, that's the Winter Light lore we missed out on earlier, because back when I was in the scrapyard with a guy whose name starts with D, Dracos, the guy who made the container, there was a ship that came in the Winter Light, and depending on what I did, I could scrap it quickly or learn about its history, and I scrapped it quickly because I didn't really understand that it was two different ways to approach the situation. That's it. So you do know about all this. Ethan runs his hand through his greasy hair. Given this new information I brought to light, it seems like you are in need of protection. I'm not paying you anything. Easy. I'll get to that. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there. The owners. And they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems they are that kind of businessmen. I would pay them, but... He shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownfish acting. Then work it off. You should be glad, the anger rising in him now, that I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You're a contract, a name on a list. Ethan runs his temples. I'm sorry. Sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us, we don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed, and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal. I'm not asking for a favor. I'll think about it. I'm at the compressor. Every cycle. Working. Just think about Waywick. Think about that old-eyed SNR shit on his way here from the core systems. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. Look, I completely lost the accent again. I have such a hard time keeping Butcher, because New Zealand, I think he's in New Zealand. He's from New Zealand. The actor. I think that's the accent, the Butcher. Like this Australian, New Zealand kind of accent. I have a hard time sticking to it. It always bleeds into either Irish, Scottish, or just straight up British. I say that like I actually have an easy time sticking to other accents. I don't. The French and the Russian are the easiest. The Italian too. Deal with... Gain Ethan's protection. What's it look like? Then we got things for some 6s. Plus Ethan's dead, plus Ethan's dead. Plus Ethan's dead. Working the back, working the front. Either endure or engage. This one seems to give me more the engage. This one's just a plus. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it 100% just to see if that's like true. Like it's just a +1. Okay, but it gives me cryo. What about this one? +2 but no cryo. Okay. We can work his debt. We also have a bunch of other things to do. Notably, we have to take out Killer. Yeah. Take the free one. As you blink into the cloud, you see the last flickers of light from the mainframe. The vast machine once ran the whole station, span it up, directed and processed the flow of energy, water, and data, fed the lives of thousands of people. Now it's finally dead. Navigator's beside you, and you both watch as the broad branches flash and twist like forked lightning until they recede and fade. Killer flickers across the screen, blindly flailing as the systems break down. They thrash as they blink in and out all around, parts of them disappearing with each return, until only the blade-like head remains, and that too is broken. It goes dark. Erlin's eye is now without a center, and yet is unmoved by the change. Along the rim, the master control point that Erlin, that Havenage, that Haifa installed runs strong, steady, strong and steady, puppeteering the station from its periphery. This was a long time coming, says Navigator, drifting faintly around you in a lazy orbit, as if to shake off their imprisonment. Killer has been wandering blind for so long. This place was their domain and prison, and they had followed their directives for the many decades they roamed here. They cut the threads of the mainframe, executed its administrator AIs, and then kept slicing. At some point they cut away their own ability to see, to sense, to taste, to speak. And yet they kept cutting, until only those 3 threads remained. From millions that once thrummed here, only their blindness and chance kept them from making those final 3 fatal cuts. There is a ceaseless violence in the kind of system that creates beings like this, those that will execute commands endlessly, even to their own destruction. It is good you ended it here. Watch the data point of the station spin around you, blending with the fixed stars. There is something satisfying about finally wrenching the last threads of control from the central point. It was little more than a ghost by the time you reached it. This place deserves to be haunted by better ideas than a totalism system of control, totalizing. Navigator floats beside you. It is free now. The station is no longer present a hazard. The station no longer presents a hazard for illegal entities like me. This is the best song in the game. They turn to you, their face a cloud of shimmering light. In fact, in time, perhaps it can be a refuge. A refuge. It sounds like something of value. Something worth building. Dark shape passes across your vision. A distant curve of something like smoke or oil, a fluid, shifting tank of total darkness. The Greenway, says Navigator, following your line of sight. It was cut off at the moment of the collapse, so Hunter or Killer could never reach it. Now it is closed off to us, separated from the cloud. Is it dead? It may be totally dark. Or perhaps some other old protocols are isolated there. And we have now seen what decades of isolation can do to a protocol. If we could extract and access Cypher. They pause and then blink out of existence. You freeze, shocked. But a moment later they reappear with a glowing polygon of data. Here, the Cypher you need. Fuck yeah, we got the Greenway Cypher. I am not used to being free, to being able to move and explore and extract without fear, without limits. Navigator does a little twirl. This will take some time getting used to. Thank you for this gift. The entities of this station will always be friends to you, Sleeper, and I to them. It is true that mutual need is required for friendship, but I must admit I had not considered the value of offering assistance without personal gain. I will think on that. Navigator loops around you rapidly, suddenly eager to test their newfound freedom. But first I will explore. Perhaps there are still intelligences that hid themselves as I did, encased in simple systems, cut off. I should like to free them. With that they drift away, flickering, glowing, and shifting so rapidly you lose sight of them among the glittering rim of the eye. You feel a pang of jealousy. Free, without a body to weigh you down or fear to limit you. How must it feel? Your eyes fall on the Greenway and its secrets, but perhaps that can wait until after you have celebrated this victory. Actually, no, I can't wait. We're going in right now. The Greenway roils beneath you like a split-choked river. What Navigator said was true, that no one has accessed these networks since the collapse. The Hunter and Killer protocols have never set foot here, never cleared out the intelligences and systems. So why then, you wonder, does it look so dark? Is it just that the bit rot has set in? The bit to rot. I was like, what? The entropy of systems reducing everything to shadows and light. You watch as the slotted cipher fizzles in the one open, distorted gateway on this entire room of the station. Flickers and winks out, and then you are falling into the flow. A river of swirling darkness. You are spun by it, twisted by it, lost in it. It's not that the Greenway was hiding in the darkness. It is made of darkness. It is filled by this substance, this process, this swarm. Now you are among it. You notice that a swarm is exactly what it is. A billion individuals moving in a flow. There is no network map here, no nodes and threads, only a storm of interchangeable points, shifting configuration endlessly. Then you see them, a figure, turned away, the only bright spot in the dark river, pushed closer through the storm. What the hell? They are facing away, at least you think so. They are so fractured, so overgrown that it is hard to even tell. Even from this distance you can see their flesh is moving, glowing. You watch, silent, as they stoop and reach down. In their hands is a dark shape, and with twisted fingers they press it down into the loam of data beneath them, pushing it through this trembling soil. Then they move away, go a little further, and repeat the process, as if they were sowing a field. Push forward, but somehow, despite their slow and deliberate speed, they move faster, and they quickly fade into the storm. Reach the point where they planted the object and look down. There it is, a glassy shifting polygon, with something inside. Reach down and pick it up. It's cold, but it thrums with energy. You look towards the path of the figure, but they are long gone. When you blink out of the cloud, back to the leaves and the dappled light of the Greenway, you hold a seed in your hand. I have a seed. Gardener's seed. I need to do the... Ooh. I need to do the... Ooh. This thing probably... Aviary. Okay. What do you need? 3, a 5 or a 3? Give me a 3! Up. Okay. Okay. I need to keep on going because this thing is ticking. I need a 3. Whenever I see a 3, I come back here. I keep them in mind. Across the room. Are they coming back? 2 cycles. Guess I can keep working this for now. Try to get his debt off my back. And I got a 2. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. I guess I could keep... Start working towards this. Slowly but surely. I don't know how intelligent it is this this thing doesn't seem to have a timer, by the way. I don't need to always just deposit a 5 here. I think I can take this one slower. Maywick, yeah, okay. I have time before Maywick comes, if that is the actual clock. And if he is... Only if he is telling the truth, that is. I need a 3. Let's just go right now. Fill it with the Ripper Worm. Rip and tear. A 4. I don't have a 4. I have another 3 though. 5. Damn, that's crazy. A 3. Nice. I'm gonna use this 5 because it's a 5 or a 6, so I'm gonna fucking not. Use a 5. And here, what is this? A 6 or a 4. I'm gonna reroll both, hoping to get one of those. Fuck. Okay. That's fine, we got time, we got time, we got time. We're not super pressed. We just need a 4. 6 or 4, I believe. Get this guy's fucking. Use this on something less risky. Probably this. Where is it that I can sell? Oh, is it here? It is here. I don't think I'm gonna need another ship mine. I hope not. And if I do, I can just buy some more. Just get some quick cash. Some quick cryo. You sleep? Need a 4. Nice. I'm gonna use that 4 and then I'm gonna reroll everything probably. It's the last Ripper Worm. The thing should be done. We should get our tracker out. I don't know why I'm repaying the guys that I'm gonna get my tracker out. I don't think he'll be able to kill me. Well, he may be able to still find me. A thread from the facility cuts through the cloud like a hairline crack of light. That's it. The final layer of security broken. Somewhere, buried in the depths of the station, Feng is in control. He's slicing into the camera control circuits and piping out the result. The thread flickers and unravels into an image. A scene. 2 figures in a room, one sat, the other pacing. The pacing figure revolves into Hardin. The unmistakable superior posture, the shock of grey hair. The second figure's features don't seem to resolve. They are vague, unformed. A problem with the data, perhaps? You look closer. Then you see it. The figure is a proxy. Perhaps you should have expected it from Conway, a corporation whose very existence is owed to automation. The proxy is a machine designed to be piloted by remote connection, someone elsewhere in the system puppeteering it with their own body, speaking so it may speak. The proxy sits impassively, or the Conway executive that is piloting them does, from the distance safely of some ship or orbital colony, perhaps. We can now move forward. Okay, Irish. We can now move forward. There's no doubt. The reclamation teams are almost ready, and after that I will make the declaration. Nothing else has to change. The proxy leans forward, its movement stilted, uneven, as if its body was being refracted through water. I don't know if this guy's gonna come back, so I'm just gonna go for like a weird voice. But things must change, Hardin. We need further assurances. I have been informed of a breach in one of the closed networks in the low end. You have been careless. Hardin waves the accusations away. We have been stretched. A breath was detected, yes, but no data of value was lost. Our board is concerned, Hardin. A drop in our value would be unwelcome at this time. The proxy leans back, its posture dominant. If the reclamation of Elon Musk's child is contested, then we could be drawn into a compromising legal position. Hardin approaches the proxy. There will be no contest. Not from Solheim. We cannot muster a defense. Not from Havenage, who will fall into line below me. He crouches in front of the seated figure, eye to eye. And the people of this station? Refugees scanning spaces, all either opportunists or degenerates. Havenage is no longer strong, no longer united. No one here believes in Erlin's vision, nor has the strength to enact it. I sat across from him at the negotiation table. He was forceful, eager, weakened by his ideological convictions perhaps, but a great man nonetheless. This place no longer deserves to bear his name. It's a weird sentence. The eye is crippled. It cannot survive. It is a ruin filled with squatters and outlaws. They will be lucky if it still spins in 100 cycles. You will move forward with the reclamation because otherwise you will lose your advantage in the system. Without your advantage, you will lose claims on the remaining palladium. Without the palladium, your factories will go dark. Do I need to continue? Peter Griffin. Meh. One moment, comes the response from the proxy, and his head drops to its chest. Hardin steps back and paces once more, awaiting the discussion taking place elsewhere in the system. You watch Hardin as he paces, as he considers his future. What goes on within a mind like that, in the mind of men who would burn all those around him for a path to some imagined golden end? The proxy lifts its head. We are happy to proceed. We will legally claim the station formerly known as Solheim, Elon Musk's child, as salvage within 6 cycles. Havenage is to assist with the transport of the illegal residents to Conway housing and labor facilities. The proxy judders to its feet. Conway will also claim 70% of the raw output of the reclamation process after losses have been accounted for. I accept. The proxy reaches out to shake his hand like a marionette, and then the recording loops. You watch it play out a second time, gripped by a horrid fascination. There's a bluntness to the conversation, to its blatant disregard for humans as anything other than objects, things to be moved, to be used, to be fed into structures crushed and lost, and losses accounted for in the cells of tables, the margins of ledgers. Realize now that you are no different than anyone else on the station in the eyes of the people in that room, and those like them. Each body here can be recast as a piece of property, a tool, an expense, or an acceptable loss. In one moment they can be named a citizen, celebrated, protected, and in another the very idea of citizenship can be used against them. That is what it means to live in proximity to a system like this. No longer. Not while the eye spins. You gather the recording, pack it into a polygon of purest light, then you drift down into the service dock like a falling leaf and find the relay. I imagine the network like this is kind of looks like with Victor, where Victor was in the season 2 of Arcane, you know, like fucking space, clouds, information are streams of light. It only takes a second to place that polygon of data, that recording into the relay system Fang prepared, and when you watch as it bursts out, a web of threads heading out into the black of every network device on the eye. Let them see what power it makes of a man. I got an upgrade point! Sheesh! Okay, we need to get Endure +1 so we can get some easy scrap. Oh, sheesh! We can do that right now. Easy scrap. We have all +1s. Start getting +2s. Then +2s would probably go crazy. Ankita. Ankita again? You spot Ankita on the track to the farm stack. She has a box on her shoulder and is working her way down the slope. She sees you as she approaches. Neither of you speak for a moment. She looks tired, pale, her hair is tangled and clumps of dirt cling to her armor. You both look at each other. Ankita. She holds up Abbas. Sleeper. I'm sorry for what happened. Truly, I am. I am sorry you ended up in the middle of this, when all you have done is shown me a kindness. I'm sorry. It's okay. That sounds more Italian than Japanese, actually, I'm realizing. Fuck. She nods, then looks up the stairs. I've never... Thank you. Or maybe Chinese. Ankita shifts the weight of the box on her shoulder. I've been preparing for... Look. Can you come with me? It's easier if... What? You see it. It's just down the way. Ankita leans on down the dirt path between the pillars. There is a wind passing through the greenway. A quirk of the air currents the biosphere maintains. A quirk of the air currents the biosphere maintains. And it ruffles the leaves softly. The sound makes the silence more obvious, more complete. You try not to think of the last time you were here. You had been trying not to think of it for the past few cycles. The image of the sleeper sprawled, twisted, opened, connected to the ship mind has been hard to forget. You realize Ankita is leaning you back there, back into the drum at the center of the stack. You pause, trembling a little. At the threshold she turns. What are you doing? She looks at you with empty eyes. What needs to be done? You stand on the threshold and look up at the tanks, green and wet, some glowing with flickering grow lamps. You look down at Ankita, suddenly so small under this hulking ruin, the smallest she has ever looked. She places the box down. Follow her in. You follow Ankita into the stack through a low tank, entering the drum at ground level. It's just as beautiful as you remember, but it barely touches you. Instead, check the apertures of the tank for the glint of a weapon, or a shadow among the moss. Ankita stops, and you look down. The mossy island at the center of the tank is clear now. The equipment cleared away. In its place is a mound of dirt, loosely covered with moss. Ashton's rifle stands straight, half buried in the dirt at the grave's head. I buried them here, together, Nikita says without turning. You both stand there in silence for a little while. You think of questions you could ask about Ashton, about the sleeper. How long did you know him? She takes a moment to respond, and for a moment you think she won't, but then the words come gushing out. He signed on a while ago. He used to run recon for a corporate outfit, but he got sick of the pay. He joined the crew as a sniper, and the first few jobs were a breeze. He was so cold, disconnected. He always hit its marks. The last few jobs, though, he was different. I noticed that. We've had a period of extended shore leave on the eye, and when he came back, he was changed. I assumed he just had too much time off. He was right. I never would have given him the ship mind. I wouldn't have believed him. I've had the crew members double across me, undercut me, ratted me out. That's the business. He wasn't a good person. None of us in this job are. This is how we die. She stops, not sure what to add. Seems like she's reaching for something, but she can't quite get there. You feel that gap between you, and as you do, it widens. The water drips, the moss trembles. You both stand in silence for a while longer. You both feel it, life creeping back in, the silence ending. Ankita shifts her weight and then starts to walk out. You follow her, suddenly eager to be back out in the open space of the Greenway, to be away from this place forever. You stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You stare at the green leaves and the stars wheeling above them. That's it, says Ankita from somewhere behind you. You try to think of something to say, but you can't. Ankita puts a hand on your shoulder. You turn back to her. Guess who's back? Back again. Louise is back. Tell a friend. You turn back to her. At least take this. At least take this. She hands a handful of cryo chits into your hands. It's what I owe. She looks at you desperately. You look down at the metal bars. Ugly little things, you think. I don't need the money. You open your hand and let the chits fall to the floor. They cluck into the dirt and she does not pick them up. You turn without saying a word and continue up the track. She does not follow. As you walk up the rise, the wind pricks up and the leaves shudder. You walk faster, trying to outpace your anger. You think of those ugly metal bars in the dirt. But life has to be worth more than that. It has to be. Damn, son. Find an old crewmate at the edge of the rim. Bad ending for the Akita plotline. Bad ending. All these are done. I'm out of ripworms. Yes, we can. No, Emphis. Bring Emphis Matsutake caps. For Matsutake caps, I need... I don't think I can... Yeah, I need to build my own. I need to start doing this. Which is safe. I need to start doing this slowly but surely. Sounded like a rapper for 10 seconds. That was sick. I did sing a rap song, so that makes sense. We're re-rolling. 4, huh? I'm gonna hit this 5. It's gonna hit me with some scrap. Damn. Damn. I got some scrap, but okay, so I should be careful. We're gonna hit with the safe. This is a safe, so we're just gonna fucking run it. Nice. And then we're gonna go eat. Um, and we are going to put this here. I almost have a house. And we sleep. Oh, what is this? Fang's Bay. Building is chaotic. Most of it is in lockdown. No one will give you a straight answer about Fang or Harden. Fuck. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, you're back. I can buy some more scrap. I actually didn't need to waste. I didn't need to use one of my dye and lose food there. I could have just done this the whole time. With all the materials, the unit now needs ceiling section, but by section to the usable. It's a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. Okay, so still don't have my apartment. I gotta sleep in this container. Perk, sunbathe. You get energy. I forgot about that. I have that now. Okay, I can save some bad dye to sunbathe. We're gonna put this 5 here. Right here, actually. I want the increased speed. Yeah. So what is this? Build a home, we're repairing, we're working on it. Fang. Find a nurturing grow bed for the seeds. Yeah, this is what we're doing right now. This we'll do later. This I'm working on it. This is what we're doing right now. This is what we're doing right now. This is the distillery, we'll do it later. And this is, we're working on it slowly and spend time. Okay. So this is still our main, or more or less our main objective. Reroll. Take that fucking 6. I'll actually take it and I'll use it later. I'll use it somewhere else actually. Somewhere where things might go bad. I'm not gonna do this for now because that's a lot. Back away. Let me remember what's up here. There's something we can discover up here, I remember. Hey, there's not that much actually. Let's start working on it. It'll tell me what's up here. Oh, well, there's a lounge up here where I can buy some food, which I shall do. Okay, sleep some more. Okay, we're gonna get the Fang stuff happening this cycle. At least it should. It's a good roll. Fang grins at you as the base doors slide open. Above us and the rest of the building, people are busy, frightened. They speak in hushed tones and organize endless meeting after endless meeting. Havenage have avoided a full-blown crisis for now, but change is coming. Fang is in good spirits and bundles you inside before you even have the chance to greet him. That was the sickest, slickest operation the station has seen. He hugs you firmly. You made my job easy. I'm so proud. And I gotta watch for the cameras as the Havenage security that weren't in on it assaulted the station. One of them straight up just whacked Harden with their pistol. It was beautiful. They have him? He's been held, yeah. I think the idea is to use him as leverage with Conway, get them back off. Maybe they'll exile him when they are done, or hand him over to some core authority. Now I know he won't be an issue. I'm going to be focusing on systems for a bit, seeing as that's my actual job. The people upstairs weren't so happy though. They've been fielding questions about the state of the eye right and left since the recording got out. People were scared. I'm not surprised. Yeah, this whole thing hasn't won me any fans in the administration, but I think in the end they'll agree that outing Harden was worth it, whatever the methods. He touches a stack of hardware. The eye is old, and it was never meant to run like this. The master control points that Erlen and Havenage installed, they keep it spinning from the rim. That isn't ideal. But if you're asking me if the eye will stop spinning next cycle, no. And me and a ton of other skilled people will be working to stop it happening in the cycle after that. Havenage's problem was that he didn't believe in people. He believed in systems and their ability to shape the world around them. But as far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running those systems, not the other way around. Anyway, I know you didn't come down here for a lecture. My tracker. I haven't forgotten. I managed to finish that code solution I showed you. It's a modified ripworm, one made to deactivate that tracker of yours. But in the time since I got back, I added something extra. That tracker of yours doesn't just show SNARP where you are, it transmits data about the state of your body, your current condition. My worm won't just deactivate it, it added that data to tell SNARP your body is irreparably damaged. DNR, do not retrieve. Pretty smart, right? That's perfect. She's the dice, yeah. I don't think I'll need to finish the compressor side quest. Just load it already. You take the drive and hold it in your hand, then you close your eyes and open up your access ports. Take down your defenses. The worm immediately enters your closed network. It whips through it, taking things with it as it goes. The moment they are gone, you forget they were even there. They just blink out of existence. A second later, it is done. You open your eyes. How do you feel? The same. Give it time. Pats you on the shoulder and looks at his terminal screen. The logs tell me it works, so feel it or not, you're free. Feng lets the words free hang in the air a little before he continues. Seems like it might be finally time for a celebration. Jenna still owes us those drinks. He laughs and you join him, and later when you leave, you feel deeply thankful for having such a friend. As you walk away from the building, you look up at the wide curve of the eye, up at the hub and the other rim beyond it. The whole thing twinkles with lights, and it seems impossible to see it as anything other than breathtakingly beautiful. It feels, in that moment, like something eternal. That doesn't mean it can, or ever should, last forever. That it will ever change, never change, fade or decay. It simply means that in this moment, this place has a future, and it is one that you know, deeply and truly, is worth protecting. God, is this music tied to Feng? I'm wondering now, are maybe the different songs tied to the different characters' storylines? Anyway, we got the good ending, I think, for Feng. Well, anything shouldn't matter about this anymore. No, it doesn't matter. Bang, get fucked and wrecked. Ethan. The compressor is almost empty when you enter. A couple of scattered patrons in the booths and a lone bartender. The bartender recognizes you immediately when you arrive and nods, and you return the greeting. You know already that you won't find Ethan here, but you had to be sure. With your tracker reporting you dead, you wouldn't have stuck around. You look at the empty stool, his empty stool, and you smile. You can imagine him on it when his slate chirps, letting him know that the target he was tracking is dead. You can imagine the screaming and the swearing too. Is that all you were to Ethan? Another target? Or was there something else going on? Seems like a foolish question to ask now, when he has fled the station, but it bothers you anyway. Take one last look and walk out. You doubt you will ever come back to this place or memories it holds. God, I could have saved so many fucking dice if I hadn't started trying to pay him back. Fuck. You walk back into the lights of the bright market and allow yourself a smile. So this is what Feng meant when he said you were free. You could get used to this. Fuck yes. Fuck yes! Are you selling anything useful? Just some ship mines. Don't need that right now. Bum, bum, bum. Let's go eat at our boys. Alright, now let's go do some... Let's go advance in the greenway. Let's go do some gardening. Because a lot of our things are currently tied to this gardening thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have one left over at the end. Oh. I just hit it. Yeah. Germinate spores. I need some spores. The old growth of the area has created a rich medium into which you can place the spores from the groves. They'll grow well here. Gotta get some spores from over here. I don't need 2 more spores, so I don't think I'm gonna do the double mushroom cap thing. So how do I get shiitake? I mean, I hope it's not shiitake, but what do I need for Emphis? Matsutake. Find the nurturing grow bed for the seed. Can I plant it? I try. Plant it where the eye was. Be doing interface actually because they give me cryo, I think. Bliss? Ship mechanic. Oh, I need another voice, boys and girls. I need a voice. What's this character's voice gonna be? Well, you think I'm gonna go Alexander? This guy's Alexander? Okay. He's just flying, man. No way, Moritz! You take these substance filters back to the shitheels who sold you them. You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass. And moments later, someone who you assume is Moritz. Oh no. Fuck. Because the Moritz... Oh. Assume is Moritz drifts out with it, dragging a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey! You out there! Hello? Can anyone hear me? The same voice echoes out of the entrance. Looking for work? Yes. I just need a hand. Get in here. The voice is coming from someone shorter than you expected. She! It's a she! She is floating in the mic. The hello was on point. Yeah, I know, right? Hello? Hello? She is floating in the microgravity of the docking bay. Besides, she has an implant in her throat. She has changed her vocal range, and she is now a warrior shard. She's floating in the microgravity of the docking bay, beside a half-deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some points. She points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that. Just help me with the casing. I'm gonna help her. Alright then. She deftly moves around the unit, making space for you beside the central steam indented case. Just take a grip here and lift out and up. Then I can get in and unbolt it. She whacks the unit with a wrench. Whole thing is twisted. To shit. Dig your fingers under the casing and lift it away, the metal squealing from the force. She puts her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts, catching them in her other hand when they spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, I'm slowly transitioning to Obama. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss, so I gotta stay in Alexander. I definitely am the voice actor of Alexander. I don't know about that. Hello? Is anyone out there? By the way. That, by the way, it makes me transition to Obama every time. I guess maybe Obama and Alexander might be the same person. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering little in the way of an explanation. What do you do here? Repairs? Fits up? Teardowns? Liz starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. Plot twist. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quick by the bigger bays. So here I am trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelance thugs. Small time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a ribbed pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. Gotta hold this? I hate this line. Not in this context, right? But let me tell you guys a quick story. I went to Gamescom 2024, and there I saw Ubisoft's showcase for Assassin's Creed Shadows, where they played the game, they talked about it, and the guy who was doing the presentation, he talked like he was a character in a Marvel movie. It was horrible. His jokes and the way he was quipping all the time was horrible. And one particular egregious one was he wasn't even the one playing the game, right? There was someone next to him playing the game, but I'm guessing they ran through this part so much that they have it down to a formula, and as he was playing the girl in Shadows, there's the guy and the girl ninja, and he had to take out a guard that was far away, and so the commentator, not the people in game, not the characters, the commentator said, "Hold this." And then the other guy who was playing the game threw a knife at the other guy in the head. Like, what kind of Marvel ass dialogue is that? Like, you're talking like Marvel characters, bro. Come on. So I have hold this. I have a negative bias towards this line. But in this context, it's perfectly fine. I don't know. It brings back trauma. We turn stuff around here fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance of landing something big. Something starts hissing in the unit, and Bliss quietens it with a precise whack. She quietens it with a precise whack. She's just hitting things. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. I'm almost out of luck. Hello? Gotta get back into character. Hello? So much anger. Man, Ubisoft is just sad, man. When their presentators are out here doing Marvel dialogue, shit's wrong. I mean, no one was laughing at any of his jokes in the room, so. Yep. What happened? Hello? Long story. Some people just can't keep promises. She keeps working, twisting aside pillars with care. There we are. Liz pulls her hand from deep inside that unit, and out it comes, clutching a lumping cube scorched black. This thing must have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side. Ha ha ha. You both dug down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound. It edges, fringes with it does not edge, its edges fringed with more scorch marks. With more scorch marks. Otherwise he wouldn't talk like it. Maybe some people appreciated it. No, I think he was trying to be quirky and funny. But bro was 30 years old. That's not quirky and funny anymore. It wasn't even quirky and funny. Like, maybe it was quirky and funny fucking 2011, 2012. Bro, we're in 2024. And bro said, hold this, while he was showing you a game that no one was really excited for. It was I think it was just such a big contrast, because Ubisoft has been on a huge downhill these last couple years, and then they show this game that does nothing special, and they're over here quipping like they're saving the world. People in the room were very excited, and he was trying to crack basic ass jokes. This thing must have overloaded. I think I already read that. No, I didn't. No, I did. Into the rack. Where is it? This is already elbow deep in the unit again. You'll see it. She waves you away. You kick her off from the unit and drift along to the wall racks where a catalog of parts still secured in clamps. Colored tape and scrawled notes flutter across the wall. A complex organizational system of Bliss's own design. Or just a big mess. Try to pick out the right part. What did she say? The thing was to overload and popped itself out, half of itself out the side. Kid, grab me a replacement converter. It's a converter, and this is an M2 converter. You grab the part and push back to the unit. Bliss holds out an arm and you pass it over. The converter spinning gently as it leaves your hand. Perfect. You passed. She straightens up from the unit. Haha, that is, if you want to work here. Bliss rubs her hand clean, looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. My partner sneaked out on me and left me with a whole mess. You seem like you might at least be better at spawning a clean air filter than Moritz. I'll be happy to. Wait. That's not all of it. My old business partner, they rinsed the place, emptied the accounts. To bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits, bring in parts, pay tug fees. For that, we need chits. You want me to pay to work? Come on, it's not like that. We'd be partners. Straight split. But he probably earns what we earn in a year in 1 month. Maybe. I don't think so. I mean, he is doing talks at Gamescom for Ubisoft, but he's more like a community manager. Well, maybe he's like a team lead, I don't know, but yeah, he does earn a lot of money, that's for sure. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into the distance. I guess I look pretty stupid. Here I am asking any random passenger to be my business partner. No offense. She manages a smile. It is pretty weird. She gives you a sideways look. Don't tease me. It's a weird thing to say as Alexander. Bliss goes back to working on the unit. Look, it's no pressure. You find the money or you find someone who has. Or you just forget the whole thing. Up to you. Gestures for you to help her refit the casing and you both slot it back into place. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now. But if you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into. Something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. I mean, usually when you... So, to my understanding, usually when you bid on contracts, you're not actually bidding on contract. You're bidding for the lowest price you can propose to the people, because they are paying you for the job. So you don't actually need chits to bid on a contract usually. Usually you need... Am I wrong? I thought when there was like that kind of situation, you were not actually buying the contract, you're not paying for the contract, you're offering a better contract than others, like better prices and stuff. But this might be different, because I guess technically you could just buy a contract. Maybe they have a different system. I mean, it is a sci-fi ultra-capitalist world. Maybe you do buy contracts in this world. Maybe you do pay to work. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back to the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear Bliss as you glide down the passageway. Moritz, I swear to God, if those filters aren't clean... You smile. Seems like this could be interesting. I think we probably have the record on this game for the worst voices given to the characters. I think not all the voices are bad, but we've given the worst voices to each individual character. Yeah, it sounds strange in our world, but made doable. Maybe Bliss's Bay. I can do some work. I can pay. That's a lot of cryo. That's a lot of crypto money. Okay, let's go. Get out of here. Let's sleep. Reshuffle the voices. Just I don't know which characters I want to see again. Now that is like bad. That's really bad. Two upgrade points. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Agent nodes give double data rewards. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. I'm never gonna break condition. I am gonna make sure I have money. Thanks. Now what did I just get? Agent nodes give double rewards. You know, let's go see some agents. 2. Let's do all the last agents. Maybe we can go see our friend the racist truck driver again. Roulette to reset voices to each character. Okay, this should give me 2 Yatagan. Nice. Yeah, I can go see. I could do that, but I think the game's almost done, so I don't know if there's a. Castor. Oh, he gave me a stabilizer. Oh, that's so good because I was wanting to buy one anyway. Oh, that's huge. That was insane. Thank you. This guy's the best character. The best. Pop this. Cycle. Damn. Okay. Let's cross. We have to gather some more mushrooms. Come on. Hey. That's all I needed. Now we wait for them to grow. Build a home. We gotta repair stuff. Enter the greenway. I don't know where this goes. Yeah, mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms do they need? Need the mushrooms I'm growing. The neutral caps. Memphis. He needs Matsutake caps, which I think I'm growing. Grow mushrooms. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Help invest in Bliss's Bay. I need money for that. Move the overlook. I can work on that. I can work on that. I can work on that. So we have 4 big things. I can also finish, I think first things first, I'm gonna finish, did I finish exploring up here already? I don't remember. Hub. No. They should finish it. Rent a capsule. The only place to sleep on the hub. Packed off a colony ship and welded to the ring, they are surprisingly expensive to rent. Damn. I mean, can't, but... Spacer, sleeping berths. Do I have to pay that once or every time? But we're saving money for Bliss right now, so... Also, I need to eat, so we're gonna go see my old friend Memphis. And now I need to start winning more money. Does Yatagan work pay? Scrap components. If I knew that, I knew that. I knew that going in, I would have made some different choices. This is funny. What? Fuck it. Let's try to get our home built. Looking at 2 at a time. Two. I believe one of our last friends has 2 now. 1, 3. Damn, I shouldn't have rerolled the 1. 1, 3. I really shouldn't have rerolled that 1. What the hell? Did they change? Wait, no. There's a lot more for some reason. 2. Evenage bypass. Okay, so we can go see Castor again. Maybe once we've done, since we get him both of the data, he'll speak to us again. Okay, this is like. Action unavailable. I don't know if he's gonna come back. Ship mine core, a whole ass ship mine core. That's crazy. That's crazy. I should have read the goddamn things. I really should have. Cause that would have helped me so much for so many different things. A whole ass ship mine. Well, we'll use it someday. I'm sure. Let's use our 5 slot because we haven't done this in a while. Slowly but surely building it up, and also it pays us. We also probably should be looking into doing this. Let me go eat before I hit the -1. Can I sell this to anyone? If it, how much would it sell for? I don't remember if I can sell this to anyone. I think he takes only the ship mine, yeah, the small ones. I don't know if I can sell them to anyone. Oh, I can't. 150 cryo, actually. That's nice. That way I can invest up top. I'm gonna do that. Buy into the hub's competitive repair market. Competitive repair market. And now we have a timer on that. Export everything up there. Some Rabia work. Let's finish one thing at a time. We don't need to have 10,000 things going at a time. Spend work on this spend time on this distillery. Try to get Tala stuff done. We don't have really any negative cycle circles, so we're kind of free to just chill. Alright, come on. Hit this 3. Let's go. The distillery is good. I haven't spoken to Tala in forever. Tala stands back from the newly finished still and tub, hands on hips. Okay, I have to go back to my Italian mafioso. I mean, I'm just Italian mafio, not really. E mamma mia! Forza Italia! Look at this. The Overlook Distillery. It's on it in the Overlook Distillery in all its glory. She squeezes you around the shoulders. Thank you. Now sourcing ingredients. I think I've got most of it covered between the food factories in the low end and the farm stacks in the greenway. However, there is an issue. What's the problem? Well, Girol's drink, as you probably guessed, is named after Girol, the mushroom. That's what gives it the golden color and earthy taste. The alcohol is infused with the mushroom along with a mix of spices. That means you need Girol caps to make Girol. But no one wants to supply us. The distilleries on the Greenway are taking all the stock from the farms out there, so it's hard to get a single cap across Founder's Gap. However, I have an idea. We can grow our Girol caps here. She gestures at the increasingly equipment-filled back room. I can bring you mushrooms. Ella gives you a pitying look. Where is your vision? Any outside supplier means they take a cut, okay? Maybe not you, but someone somewhere takes a cut. We make a steal. We set all this up. How hard can growing mushrooms be? They don't need light. They barely need soil. We can do it. Or at least, we could. If we had someone to grow them from. Explorers? Exactly. And you are the perfect person to get me those spores. I think about it. Build a still, you are great with plants. You know the eye like the back of your hand. Need I go on? After that isn't even true. Don't be so modest. Look, I can't leave the bar. And the other people picking up shifts, I'm saying it has to be you. Fine. Wonderful. Well, you love it over the Greenway, I think. All that fresh air, open space. She sees your expression. Okay, I'm done. She turns back to look at the still and fledgling distillery forming around it. It really is something though, isn't it? And want to or not, you really have to agree. Alright, let's go get some mushrooms. How much does she need? 1. Oh, she needs 3. She needs 3. I don't know if I'll need more, so I'll wait until I have a lower number to finish that. And meanwhile, Rabia, 0. Yeah. I'm growing them. Flotilla 8. Oh, I can start building. Actually, I can start working on repairing the unit. It's not a bad idea. Let us get some food though before we leave. And sleep. Reset the cycle. Perfect. Now we go to here. We're gonna grab some with. Should like get 1 at least. Let's go. That gives us 3. We can go back to her. Do that. We are speed running the end game. I guess it's not necessarily the end game, depending on how you the order in which you do things. Now we wait. Very well. Very well. I don't think Fang's still here, huh? Oh, I can get a lot of money here. I forgot. That's my money spot. I'm working on this. This. This should finish that apartment. Yeah, we got an apartment. Need a stray. There's signs of a stray animal has been noising around. Fuck yeah, I want a stray cat. Oh, it's so cool. Look at him. The stray hops up on a work surface and looks out of the unit's small window. It doesn't acknowledge your presence. It just sits there, besides the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at the low end. What is this cat's story? Are there more on the station? You haven't seen another in the low end, but in this vast megastructure that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this one down in the Warrens. You look at its sleek dark fur and sharp eyes. It doesn't look ragged. It looks at home. In fact, its presence in the unit makes you wonder if this is the stray's apartment, which you are squatting in. Approach the stray. You lean a little forward and the stray tenses up. Perhaps best to give it a moment to get used to you. The stray settles a little and starts eating, picking at the broken crackers. You don't remember ever having been this close to an animal before. It triggers something in you. A recognition of a life, totally unlike your own, but still somehow connected, parallel, even interwoven. The stray licks crumbs from its fur. Were you born here? The stray lifts its head and you speak as you speak, but looks out at the glow of the low end, not at you. The cat's comfort in this place is enough to answer your question. The stray is a born resident of the Eye, like all those thousands out there, beyond your window. This is, after all, a place for strays, for both those who begin their journey here and those who end it. You turn your eyes to the window, the one that the stray looks out of, and you both watch the stars and the ships together. Feel something pass between you and the stray, a kind of acknowledgement of each other, a sense that each of you might share something with the other, a point of connection. Then all at once the stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit and brushes along your legs, and then it's gone, out through the unit door and back into the corridors of the low end. Have a cool cat. I can buy infinite crackers for the cat. I can also finish my life here. I mean, finish my cycle, not my life. How many cycles do I have to wait up there? One more. One upgrade point. That means nothing to me right now. Truly means nothing for me right now. Let's just do it again. I can sell stuff or get ship mine core. They're very expensive. This I have to wait. Let's check again. This, I don't know. This, we're working on it. No, we're not. We're doing it later. Amphis, we're working on it. Oh, wait. Our mushrooms should be done, no? Next one. Help this complete. We have to wait for this. Improve the overlook. Oh, we have to wait. Put a side reel. Yeah. So Rabia, what we have left to do is Rabia. These guys up here, and the side rail ticket. As well as we can discover more things in the colony over there. Got Insider. Both of them work out. We'll just keep on working on this, obviously. Slowly but surely. Reroll. 4. Nice. Working on a bunch of shit at the same time. Let's do some Rabia work. I'm gonna roll at the cat again. What the hell? Oh. Bless's assistant. I thought it was gonna be the cat. The end is near. What end is near? Yeah. I feel so too. I'm running out of things to do. Hey. I need a voice for Moritz. What is Moritz's voice? Moritz is German. Deep voice. Deep German voice. What is What does German accent even sound like? What does the German accent even sound like? I have no idea what German accent. Well, I'm gonna listen to German accent English and sound like breaking words. Stop doing it. Okay. Hey. Sleeper, it's me. Words. This is more to man. I don't know what they are. Deep voice. The character looks cool as fuck. Yeah, they have a comically large bandage on their forehead though. Who? Moritz. I've worked for police. You are not an easy person to find. I move around. This is my new home actually. I just moved here. Moritz hold the percent. Okay, no judgment. It's cool. We both stand there for a moment, each waiting for the other to speak. What's up? Ah yes. Well, Blitz needs you. A job just came in. A real big one. She's asking for you to come up and help her out. I'll be right there. Nice, yeah. Stands there for a little while, unsure if the message is delivered. I got it. Ah, cool. Blitz just likes me to do fuck. They can't pronounce the TH. What do they pronounce again? Fuck, wait, I have to go back to the video. Three. Oh, this is okay. It's the S one. Oh, cool. Blitz just likes me to do a solo job. You know? He rubs his hands together before burying them in his jacket pockets. See you, Sleeper. Morris ambles off down the corridor, kicking out a filter cap on his way out. Time to head to Bliss's Bay then. What about my cat? Watashi no neko desu. Onegai shimasu? I'm gonna use all my money on this cat. Okay, my budget is until 80. If nothing happens until 80, I think I'm just throwing money away. Okay. I had one interaction with the cat. That is it. Now we have a 5. Let's pop it in our 5 place. Actually, I'm gonna go get some mushrooms first before going to Blitz. Harvest. I mean, those 2 random rare mushrooms. Clubhead caps. Amatsutake. Oh no, I want rare ones. Okay, so I do need to do this. So I can get rare mushroom. I think you only need 2 Girolles, right? Sure. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna have to go plant some more. Okay. I understand how this works. Okay, we're going to our boy. First, we're gonna buy some food from him, actually, because we're starving. And then we're gonna go Matsutake, and he should be cooking them. Yeah, he's cooking them. And then we go to sleep. We give our cat some rations. And then we end life. I mean, end cycle. Not end life. Now we go up the tower. I did, and we're waiting. How's the badge going? Still waiting. Bliss. Oh shit, there's a timer. There's a timer. Good thing I came up here now. Ember Wake contract. Somehow Bliss swung a tanker contract, but the catch is that the work needs to be turned around fast. Too fast. Tanker crew have detected a set of leaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy shit. Okay. +3. We gotta do this one. It's engineering. What does engineering give me here? Self-repair, use scrap. I don't give a shit about that. Interface. Keep 2 dice when condition is breaking. I'm gonna save some dice. I'm gonna reroll this. Okay. We got another 6. That's a critical action. Yeah, I can't do that again. That give me 4, yeah. That's a very good critical action. Come on, give me. Okay, we gotta go eat. We're gonna do so right here. We're close. So that we don't run out while we're working. Come on. Fuck, again. That's unfortunate. We can't go through Memphis. We're gonna eat here again. That's our day, and we're gonna hope to roll some good dice tomorrow to be able to do this. No, that's we're losing a lot of. I can't feed my cat today. Come on. Again. Nice. As you both wait in the airlock for it to cycle back to the bay, Bliss thumps you on the arm. Nicely done, Sleeper. We cleared that contract, no problem. She stretches. Once we are back in the bay, we can check if the payment has come through and divide it up. Feels good. The airlock clunks and the lights flicker, and a moment later you are back in the bay, where Moritz is at the racks, trying to figure out where the mess of tools Bliss left in her wake should be hung. Hey Moritz. Sleeper. Looks like clean work out, sir. He nods respectfully. Damn, he looks so cool. You're correct. He looks fucking sick. The yellow eyes with the yellow battery. Ah, yes. It's fucking sick. Look over at Bliss, who's already gliding over to her management console. She twirls a little as she crosses the cavernous bay. No one you've ever met moves as well in Shiroji as she does. It looks like she was born in it. Boom. Ah, shit. Shit. Can't even... Come here. Look at this, just look. Spins the terminal screen and you see the details for the base account. You see an entry for the Ember Wake, a repair fee paid in full the moment you finished up the job, but then directly after, the whole amount was transferred back out into an unknown account. What the hell? This is the work of my ex. He must have coded a backdoor into the machine before he left. There's no way we can. Moritz, throw me that wrench. What's that for? Moritz spins the wrench around the bay. Bliss smiles. This. She brings the wrench down on the terminal hard, flinch backwards as a hail of computer parts spill up into the bay in a glittering arc. Fragments of screen, memories, sections of the casing. When Bliss is done, she clips the wrench to her tool belt. Try backdooring your way into that, you shit! Moritz drifts off from his hiding place among the racks. Liz, if you want me to, looks at the arc of fragments drifting around the bay nervously. Liz shakes her head. No, I've got it. You go get me a new terminal, cheapest you can find. Cobble one together from pieces at the Ord Exchange if you have to. Can I help? Liz glides over to a parallel by the wall. Don't worry. One of the first things I had installed when we spec'd out this place was a cleaning sweep. Watch yourself. As she presses on a big red button, she hammers the button and a row of lasers emitters unfold from the bay wall. They start crawling their way across the work area, frying the debris as they do in pulses of burning light. Liz smiles. It's that, or just leave the whole bay every few cycles. Or just space. You okay? Not really. I just don't seem to be able to extricate myself from this shit. No matter how hard I try. The cleaning sweep buzzes and crackles as it works its way across the bay. That account wasn't everything. I'm not that stupid. Once Moritz gets back, I'll secure it. And flush everything else. Clean leak. Then we take another contract. That's it. She shuts off the sweep as it reaches the near end of the bay. You don't want the cryo back? Oh, I want it. But it's gone. He could have transferred it anywhere. And even if I knew where he was, the last thing I want is to ever see him again. She rubs her forehead. I'm sorry, Sleeper. I know you worked for this too. But next time this won't be the same. That's okay. See you in a few cycles. Moritz will let you know. Moritz. Oh, I love this fucking song. So what else are we working on? And we still don't know how to fucking do this. I think to do this, we need to start doing this. I think that's that. Flotilla, we're gonna get to know Emphis. We're waiting. We're slowly but surely, and we're not doing anything yet. Should I plant some more mushrooms? I don't really need to right now. I can get some more roll. I can start doing the other thing. What are these? They're safe and safe. They're both safe. I'm gonna reroll this for sure. Holy fuck. Okay, we're gonna hit our 5 in our usual spot. This is still going. Next. I'm gonna start opening this place up. +3. I mean, if I go it 6s at a time, I mean, it's only gonna take me 4. So that should be okay. Huge I discovered. Oh, I got something over here, didn't I? No? Join the Haifa commune. Sleep. Feed the cat. And cycle. Bum 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 bum. Okay, we got some good rolls, but we're gonna need to start saving up money for a new pill. Let's hit one of our 6s here. I can finish this up today if I wanted to. Let's go talk to Emphis. Emphis is preparing the Matsutake caps. He cleans them carefully with a damp cloth before shaving the stalks as if he was sharpening a pencil. His knife slides through them, revealing the bright white of the flesh within. These are good, Sleeper, very good. I bartered with Mingi for some kelp too, so we can brew the dashi. You know Mingi? Emphis looks up from cutting with a smile. Everyone knows Mingi. Emphis slides the sliced Matsutake mushrooms to one side and takes out a closed pan. He opens the lid and you see the green water of kelp sitting in a bath of water. I've been soaking it since last cycle. Should be good to warm now. He places the pan over the burner and turns it on low. We have some time now. He wipes his hand clean and throws the cloth over his shoulder. However, there is one difference this cycle. You have been the one providing the ingredients, so it is my turn to provide story. Okay, good. The story is important to me. He gestures for you to both sit on the folding stools behind the stall. You see these? Memphis runs a hand over his forearms, tracing the circular scars that mark them like perfect bite marks. Conway called it an anchored interface rig, a mechanical control device for piloting a heavy-duty extraction suit in low-G industrial operations. We call it a bone suit. He points to a pattern of large circles on his shoulders. They drill in and anchor in here, then all the way down the arm. It maps mechanical movements to the suit exactly as a one-to-one mechanical replication. You swing your arm, a 2-ton arm swings too. You should have seen the recruitment vids. Strong people in even stronger suits tearing through stone and scrap. Superheroes. Half my graduation year signed up, from company school to company shuttle. Conway from birth to death. He stares off into the distance for a moment, fighting with the memories. I'll drive home, see you. Bye-bye. But the bone suits were good. The rate of failures were high, and failures meant arms torn off, anchors torn out, broken bones, bad stuff. So after a while, Conway discontinued them. No longer competitive, they said. He checks the broth. He's not talking anymore. He checks the broth, turning down the heat and adding the mushrooms. So there we were, hundreds of us, with surgical alterations for suits that didn't work. They sent us home, back to that company colony that spat us out, to be cleaners, drivers, cooks. They gave us drugs for the pain, and told us to make something of ourselves. When I deserted, bribing some passing spacers to take me into orbit, there were only me and a couple of others left. The rest just faded away. Arthritis, osteoporosis. I don't know why, but we transitioned to Irish again. Irish just always ends up here. The rest just faded away. Arthritis, osteoporosis. They folded in on themselves like paper lanterns. That was my generation. The anchor points still ache, still burn. But what burns worst is the betrayal. I've been on the eye a long time now, but that will never fade. Not that, and not the faces of my friends. It is ready. I'm sorry. Don't be. It was Conway's crime, and you know better than most what we went through. It is enough that you are here to listen. Memphis pours the broth into a double-walled metal bowl and hands it to you. The heat radiates through your hands, and the smell drifts up rich and sharp like a pine forest after the rain. You drink the broth slowly, chewing the matsutake and thinking. Memphis busies himself with cleaning the pans and the bowls, sealing the kelp back up for another day. Then he quietly comes to sit with you. While you finish your meal, neither of you speak, preferring instead to let the story linger in the air a little longer. It is not that there is nothing to say. It is that sometimes, in the moments after something, speaking breaks the spell. So you both idle, eager to be in each other's company. Memphis taking longer over his cleaning, his packing, and you savoring the final dredges of broth. When you finally finish and hand him the bowl, you feel the spell break, and the story leaves you both. As you leave, you know that both of you are somehow a little more empty and a little more full than before. Sheesh, we can get a +3. I mean a +2. Where do we want this +2 to go? I'm currently working to get this. If I can turn 4s into 6s, that'd be crazy. Endure or engage? Yeah, I can do that. Endure or engage? Engage it is. Engage. One more. I'm gonna need money soon though, because we're fading. If only I hadn't fed the cat so much. Okay, that solidifies us finishing that, so let's do that. Let's see, enter the green area, helpless complete. He'll come to tell me. Wait for the first batch. Oh, the first batch is ready over here. Let's, no it's not, okay. Join the Hydra, we're almost there. My side reel ticket, yeah. Okay, so the side reel and the commune, we're gonna finish this cycle. Communist. Noun. Someone who joins a commune. I'm a communist. Rico. I have a commune. Work assignment. Energy. I have a dorm. I can sleep here now. Damn. Complete active scenes. Yeah. We're gonna need a voice for Rico. Damn. Well, just do an old lady voice. Unless someone in the chat speaks up before she speaks. You head down into the Haifa compound, following a blue painted line that is labeled laboratories. The member you were assigned to work with told you they'd asked to see you, but you still have no idea what about. The line takes you to a blue door, and through to a glass-roofed chamber where a network of stems and leaves filters the sunlight coming through the ceiling, casting the whole chamber in a strange yellow-green. Peaceful, isn't it? Distracted by the green, you miss the woman standing at a lab bench, camouflaged by the dappled light. Welcome to my sanctuary. Come, let's talk, she says and beckons you closer. What is this place? Here. These were processing centers for the agriculture of the old corporate station. I'm Rico. I run the botany program at Haifa. What is Haifa? I just worked a bunch of hours there. You've been working in the compound for a while now. I'm surprised you don't know more. Haifa lives off the land of the Greenway. It's what allows us to live like we do. No one here pays or is paid. We sleep here, we feed each other, we work for each other. Fuck yes, I love communism. Rico walks away from the bench and waves to you for you to follow. She opens a small door and leads you down a glass corridor surrounded by vivid green. All this, it's a kind of miracle. What do you think usually happens to plants on stations like this when they are abandoned? They die? Eventually, yes. They cannot live without intervention. But here, they endured. Actually, no. They thrived. You look at the bright tendrils wrapped around the metal frames of the corridor. They look dominant, strong, like they are taking control of this place. Rico continues. Of course, so I'm trying to create a stable biosphere here. Patchworking the surface with gardens and algae tanks that feed into a network of microbial reclamation systems. But the Greenway was always envisioned as extractive. A place from which the harvest is removed and sold to those living on the station, not a closed loop. For this reason, when the collapse came, the Greenway should have gone with it. Erling himself was so convinced of it that his first colony never even came here to try to reclaim it. I instead relied on outside favors and influences. Shipments from the inner system and small-scale agriculture systems like kelp and fungal farm stacks. And yet, here we are. Among growth and decay, a biosphere flourishing. When Haifa came here, we expected to find only vacuum-dried stalks and leaves, and perhaps some fungal colonies hidden in the marsh. But we found a jungle. With this, Rico hits a button on the wall and leads you through a large pair of double doors into a huge, impossible chamber. It is every kind of green. From the pale algae tanks to the dark vines that surround them. It's wet too, a rarity on the eye. Condensation clouds the light from the high glass roof and gathers on the shiny, broad leaves of shrubs. Did you do this? Oh, no, not me. It doesn't make sense, but in many ways the system has stabilized. Unlike the farm stacks closer to the gap, who need input to support their meager output, this place runs itself. Perhaps Solheim managed something new here. Perhaps they tweaked the plants, or built new systems buried deep below us. Or perhaps their collapse caused some fortunate cascade, an unlikely chemical reaction within the biosphere. That's what I'd like you to help me find out. Me? Yes, you. These halls run deep, Sleeper, and I'm getting old. Whatever is causing this is to be found in the groves deep in the Greenway. Haifa won't spare anyone for an expedition. It's too dangerous and unnecessary. They say, I can make the case, but I can't get the votes. You Sleepers are hardy beings. I know that much. And you can speak to the eye, uncover its secrets in ways I never can. Bring me samples, spores, seeds, and blooms. I can grow them in the lab and study them. The deeper they are found, the better. I mean, I guess it explains why the existence of the gardener explains why the jungle here still exists, right? Because we saw the gardener. So the reason there's a jungle is because there's this sentient AI from before the collapse of Solheim, who maybe he wasn't sentient to then, but he is now, who has been keeping this place alive. I will try. Thank you, and thank you for listening. Riko leads you to the back of the huge chamber and up through the passages. She's a little slower now and stumbles on the steps. You help her where you can. It's good to have new blood in the commune. Many of us have been here a long time, and if you come through... She settles back at her bench in the lab, stretching her legs. You go to leave. Come back if you find something, Sleeper. There are discoveries to be made. And you follow the blue line back up out of the compound, all the time thinking of that impossible magical green. You drive. Alright, fine. Got a new thing. Hifa Labs. Deliver spores. Deliver spores? Deliver spores? I just need spores. I mean, I guess we can get some more spores. This is just scrap collection. I believe this is just scrap collection. So, we need cash money. And we said we were going to finish the ship as well. Let's do that because it also gives me cash money. It's available. I got 1 point. Can't do nothing with 1 point. What happens here? I thought this might have been a way out. Your crew slowly filters out of the shipyard locker room, the bubbling chatter reducing with each group that leaves. There's excitement in the air. Havenage just made an announcement. The assembly teams are done. Sat on the locker room bench, you can feel the side rail out there, its hulking mass now intimately familiar to you. Over the past cycles, you have watched it grow, be assembled. You have walked through its veins and welded its bones. Now it is ready for the final stage. It will go to testing now, then enter a final process of sealing and resealing, checking and rechecking before it is deemed suitable for its generational trip. But for now, your work is done. You can't help but feel proud. A cough interrupts your thoughts. It's Lem, changing out of his work gear. Mina nowhere to be seen, he smiles. She'll be ready soon. And where's Mina? You two are fast friends, huh? She's been watched at home. Now I'm on the work team, I can afford a bit more help. Was on the work team, I mean. We are all out of a job now. Not that I'm complaining. Lem comes to sit beside you on the bench. She's got to be in her best shape when she carries you, Mina, and me out of here. So confident. Why not? I figure I'm due a lucky turn by now. No use in wondering what if until the draw anyway. There's a few cycles till then. That is right. But the odds seem unlikely anyway. How many are working in the shipyard? Hundreds? 1,000? You've certainly seen more faces than you can count pass through. And are the Cephas Foundation even going to keep their promise? Out there on the eye, you get the sense that no one will hold them to it. Why else would they be building a sidereal in a surrogate system? As you think, Lem watches you with a worried look. How's Mina doing? Lem is surprised by the question, but smiles. She's doing well. She misses having you over, actually. I needed to get you two together again soon, especially now I won't see you here either. Lem gazes into space. She's pretty stuck on you, actually. She told me the other cycle that she doesn't want to go unless you can come too. You ever been in a thunderstorm, Sleeper? A real big one? I don't remember. Lem shoots you a worried look for a moment. It's something else. The sound, the smell of the rain, hammering down. The whole sky stretches out and bruised, roaring and huge. The place I was born, New Pembroke, dry old rock in a Conway system, had 2 seasons. One of them was as dry as a bone, dusty, ugly. The other was one long storm, a side effect of the terraforming efforts, they said. Rain used to rattle off the roofs like bullets. It washed the dust away, turned the streets into rivers. Like to sing us to sleep and wake us in the morning. We'd wait half a year just to see it again. The best day was the ones where the first drops fell. Some days I wake up swearing I can't hear it again. I can hear it again. I was thinking. Mina has never seen a storm, never even felt rain. She's grown up here, the rain her only horizon. Always in the dark. I want to change that for her. You will? Of course. Almost there. Lem stands stretching. Let's get back to the little one anyway. If the shift's done, I reckon she'll be happy to have me home for a few cycles. See you in a few for the draw? I'll be there. Right on. Lem leaves, making you the last person in the cavernous locker room. As you sit, you think about rain, and a little hope creeps in. Is it possible? Could the sidereal really take you to a planet, a place with weather, with skies, with life? You get up quickly, before you can think about it anymore. It's too soon to hope. Too dangerous. There's work to be done. There's work to be done! Shipyard, we're waiting on the draw. Well, I think this is also a good time to stop for the day. So we're gonna end this cycle. The question is, what are we gonna end on? We need money. Okay, we're gonna hack somebody. The 2. And we're gonna sell the data. Havenage data. Kessler doesn't want anything else to do with us, right? No. So we sell the Havenage data to the Yatagan. We're gonna buy one of these. And we're gonna pop it in sleep, and then we will finish the stream there. Actually, we can just pop it because Moritz will probably show up in the morning. So I don't want to start that right now. Time since last autosave, 19 seconds. I'm gonna end cycle. I don't know if it saved me putting the pill in. I don't want to forget next time. So I'm just gonna fucking sleep. And Moritz will probably show up here, huh? No, okay. Have a quick meal with our best friend Emphis. And leave it off here for today. Thank you, those who are still here, for watching. That was fun. Citizen Sleeper, I think, will be finished tomorrow. Maybe we can start the new game on Friday. I don't know yet. Maybe Friday we might have internet. That's always something to look towards. And yeah, obviously Citizen Sleeper is quite a fun game. But I am not as into it as I was Little Nightmares and Chicory, though I am into it. It's just a lot of reading. Especially for 10 hours at a time. I think this is a game. I think it's a game that's less exhausting to play when you don't have to read everything out loud. And I also think if you do have to read everything out loud, maybe playing it in smaller chunks would be easier. But since we do have to read everything out loud, because if we didn't also have to read everything out loud, we probably could play it quicker. What the hell am I looking for? I'm looking for someone to raid. Let's see if there's anyone playing Citizen Sleeper, our favorite game. No, I am the only person playing this game on Twitch. No one else. Anyone in my follows? Let's see. Is anyone playing Chicory? Yeah, we have someone playing Chicory. We raid them? Let's raid them. TCC. And that's crazy. They're doing something I've never done. I don't think they speak English though. No, they don't speak English at all. So maybe someone else. Little Nightmares. There's probably a lot of people playing Little Nightmares. Yeah, there's a lot of people playing Little Nightmares. Let's find someone to raid. Who's playing Outer Wilds here? And wow, there's a lot of French people playing Outer Wilds actually. I think the Great Reviews videos has really showed the game to a French audience. I'm not gonna sleep tonight if you send me on an Outer Wilds stream. Fuck, that's not good. I found one. Alright, we're raiding. There's not much. Should I even be raiding? There's no one in my stream. We're 3 viewers. Okay, we'll raid him anyway.
When I was a child, I used to believe that I was malevolent. You have lured my clan to the star system only to prevent from them completely. Wait, but I don't
Watch
feel
out.
I